Let's see. Bump, 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 bump. Making noise. So I see if this stream's working. Let's see. Alright, the stream is working. We are good to go to look at toys and wonderful things, and it's Great Horned Rat Day, everyone! So yeah, Merry Christmas. This is my Christmas haul of stuff that I got from Christmas. I've got boxes of things to drag onto camera and then to unbox. Which is very fun. Including a whole bag of Malifaux, this beautiful sons of bitch. My husband actually got me another dragon too, but it's still coming from the EU. Which is very cool. He got me a zombie dragon, but it is not here. And one giant Gundam box to unbox. So, we will get started on Sexy Dragon Daddy. And then we will move on from there. We'll probably do Big Gundam after this. Alright. So let's see. This is Krondus or Karazai. These are the new Order Dragons for Age of Sigmar. I intend to have them lead my Stormcast Eternals force that I got. It's pretty much the stuff from Dominion. But I thought it'd be fun to have one big dragon lead them. Thought that'd be pretty rad. So, hello. So we're gonna check that out. I have been so fucking hyped for this guy. Oh. When this dragon was announced, I was like agonizing over whether or not I'm going to get one because it's unnecessarily expensive. Energy today brought to you by Kantai Tea. Like it's unnecessary. This model's unnecessarily expensive. Let's be real. However, it's just like the coolest fucking thing ever. It really is. It's so fucking cool. And we'll check him all out if I can stop punching stuff off of my stand. Alright, so let's see. We've got some feetsies. I know those are handsies. This is part of one of the heads. More feetsies. Here's the big stone base thing. Part of one of the heads. Another feetsies, another set of claws. Alright, so we're going to have some leftover claws. We're going to have a leftover hand at least. So we can see that, so that's pretty cool. And let's see what we got. We've got, it looks like half the body. Part of one of the heads, part of one of the heads, a wing. Looks like Karazai's horn. There's Krondus' horn. Big old tail. Here's some armor. My understanding is this is optional. You don't have to put that on. We've got a wing with really, really cool. Look at that detail in that wing. You can probably see it. Yeah. It's really nice. That's going to be a blast to paint. We've got a neck. We've got the scarred neck. And we've got some more of the stupid armor. I'm going to try to build them without the armor because the armor is stupid. And then, wow, he's only 3 runners. Jesus. Okay, I expected him to be way more runners. We've got his belly and his bulge. There's a wing. We've got some more tail. We've got what looks like shoulder. This is the whole back in one piece. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We've got another leg and then more stupid armor. And we got another shoulder. So yeah. Interesting. Okay. Wow, he has way less pieces than I thought he would be, to be honest. I expected him to be like a ton of like weirdly fitting together pieces. He's not. He's actually very few pieces. He's going to be really big though. Like he's going, like he's on. So that's his base size, right? This is a Mega Gargant. So he's probably not going to be the tallest thing ever, but he's going to be fucking massive. Like that's a Mega Gargant, just to put it into perspective. So he's going to be a big boy. Even though like a lot of him is big pieces. Like this is his whole belly, and that's his whole back. Kind of crazy. All right, let's check out the instructions. Krondus, son of Dracothian. Let's see. Yeah, and there's the differences in the models. Merry Christmas. Happy Horned Rat Day. Sure. Sure, what you said there, Chloe. No idea what that means. Alright, so there's the differences. It looks like the end of the tail is different. How they stand on the stand is different, which makes their feet different. It looks like Krondus has the armor, and then the neck and head is different. It'd be nice if we could get Krondus to look to the right, because that pose is better. Alright, let's see. We got his happy trail there. That goes on. Pretty much that's all. It's just straightforward. Put the legs together. Straightforward. Put the legs together. Straightforward. Put the legs together. Add the back. Add the tail. Yeah, he's really only a couple big pieces. Build the base. And then... Okay, so the head, you can just build it right on the neck. Yeah, we're definitely going to build him without the armor, because there he is right there. Without the armor. So we don't have to put the armor on him. That's nice. And there's the armor. Maybe we'll add the armor? I don't know yet. It would tie him into my army a little better if he had some gold on him. And then we've got the wings. Big old wings. And then we have Karzai. So you're going to have a whole separate neck and dragon head, which is very cool as far as like extra bits go. I will find something really cool to do with that Karzai head. The Karzai pose, honestly, is probably better. Because he's like kind of skulking with his wing out. Krondus just has his wing out just to be like a showy bitch. But the Karzai pose is probably definitely better. Let's see, then he gets wings put on. Yeah, so he's just being extra as fuck. And then Karzai's like kind of skulking. It's a better pose. Of course I'm going to build the one that's just extra as fuck. But I will say that the Karzai pose is better. And then we've got his rules. And there's the rules for both of them. I think these have already been FAQ'd, to be honest. Oh, I think these guys had an FAQ before they even came out. If memory serves. Alright. So, that's a big dragon. Next. So, my husband did a fun thing. He went into the local hobby shop and just bought something that he thought looked really cool, which is awesome. I love that, and it's a lot of fun. So this is a Hexagear. So this is a Kotobukiya line of universal pieces. So this is basically a Gunpla from a like not Bandai company, but everything's using a 5mm hex to connect to each other. So it means that like you can do all kinds of weird customization and stuff like right out of the box, which is really cool. I built one of these before. It was very fun. It was a kitty cat who's actually sitting just outside of my reaching. Hold on, I'm gonna get up and get it just so I can show what these things normally look like. Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so this is a Hexagear. So everything's using these like weird kind of like, you can see them right there, these like little hex pegs, which is pretty awesome. But he's like a kitty cat that turns into a motorcycle with this giant grabby tail. A lot of the designs for Hexagear are really fun. They're just, you couldn't really get them back in the mainland, but they have them out here, which is very neat. But a lot of the designs are very much like Horizon Zero Dawn kind of thing, like animal plus construction vehicle. So a lot of the designs are really cool. There's a really neat one that's a crab. There's a big red dragon that's really cool. There's a like kitsune that's awesome. I've almost bought the kitsune many times. You play him Friday at AC. We will have to see. The numbers right now are very high. On Thursday, I think it was like 1,300 cases of COVID. And even though all the stores require you to be vaxxed and everything, you're still sitting in a store where people are coming in and out. That doesn't make me super comfortable. So as long as the numbers are super high like that, I'm going to be hiding again, which is super unfortunate because I haven't gotten to play anything in like a month and it's been terrible. Anyway, back to, so this is a big pterodactyl. He's a big motherfucker, so we're probably not going to get to go to the other cam. There we go. Alright. And all the pieces come in bags like this. So very similar to a Gunpla. But a lot of the pieces, because they're so small, it's not like with Warhammer where you can like point at something and be like, oh, that's his dick or whatever, right? Like, a lot of the pieces are so small that unless you really know the design, you can't really do that. So there's like a billion runners in here, including some really cool clear parts. I have no idea what these are for, but they're really tiny. That's terrifying. But there's like a billion runners in the box, which is really fun. And we're going to take a look at his instructions. He does come with a base. So there's his base that he'll be able to stand on because he's a giant pterodactyl. So we'll take a look at the instructions, even though I'm not going to go through all of his runners. Just because like a lot of these, you know, like that's just a runner of joints, basically, right? Like it's not a whole lot to like see in the individual runner. If it was more of like a Gunpla design where the design is simpler than this, I would go through the runner because lots of times you can see like, oh, here's the thruster and here's the blast rifle, but with this kind of thing where it's made out of like really tiny pieces, you can't really see that in the runners. All right, So it is called the Windfall. And it's a big fucking pterodactyl monster. There she is right there. Oh, wrong camera. Wait. Why are you not working, other camera? Did I unplug you? I didn't unplug you. Why did you stop working? Come on. Okay. Alright. To the window! To the wall! How them cameras finally start working again. Alright, cool. We're good. Alright. So he's a big fucking pterodactyl robot. Which is like the coolest thing. It's got like big blade wings and shit. There's a breakout of all of the runners. The stuff that's like blacked out is stuff that's not going to get used. So this kit is like a twin to the Big Red Dragon kit for Hexagear. So they both have some custom pieces, and then they share like central pieces. So they're going to go together in totally different ways. But they share like a bunch of runners, and then they have custom runners in addition to that. So there's going to be a bunch of leftover pieces in this, which is perfectly fine because you'll be able to do something with Hexagear. But yeah, see, like a lot of the pieces are really tiny, and they don't really lend themselves to being one thing or another. Like there's a neck thing that's going to have wire in it. That's really cool. That's really cool. And he's got like a billion eyes when the head opens. The head looks like Metal Gear Ray from Metal Gear Solid 2, which is really cool. And then there's some feetsies. Got really cool feet. And yeah, that's what he looks like when he's on the ground, so that's really cool. And then there's some weird alternate shit. But yeah, super cool. Super cool. And then we got this is an order list if you're in Japan. Since we're not very much out of use for us. And then we got a postcard, which is weird, but neat. Oh, it's got a bunch of lore on the back. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so there's a bunch of lore for the unit. So yeah, so that's really cool. Super cool. I am actually really looking forward to building this thing. Like I said before, I've only ever built one Hexagear thing, so this is going to be pretty cool. Alright, let's see what else we got. Let's take a break from looking at models. Let's look at this, because then everything else I have will sort of be tied together. So I believe my parents sent me this. This is a box of basing stuff from Army Painter. Amazon fucked the box up a little bit, but it's okay. Come on. But this is stuff like gravel, plant matter, glue, stuff to like fancy up your bases. They must be telling me that my base game is weak, and they would be right. I fucking suck at bases, but let's see. Yeah, so we got what looks like some snow. We got some glow. A couple different types of dead plants. A couple different types of gravel. And we got a book. Oh, yeah, they sent one of these in the pink kit. That's cool. We'll open that up. Read before use. Shake well. Clean your fucking brushes. That's actually, if you've never painted before, this is actually really good advice. That's actually super good advice if you've never painted before. Most people don't understand like ferrules and stuff like that, so that's really good advice. Alright, let's see what we got. We got little chunks of gravel. We got some... stop. We got some glue. I'm curious what the kind of glue this is. Is this like a white glue? Is this like a PVA? Yep, it's like a PVA glue. Alright, cool. Now my fingers are all sticky. Good job, Josh. I'm a fucking genius. Alright, here we got some little plants. Little bits of like lichen and stuff. So we can make them look more swampy. We've got a bunch of really fine gravel. It's pretty cool, actually. What do they call the fine gravel? That's nice. Brown battleground. Yeah, that's actually really nice. I'll have a lot of uses for that. That's really cool. We've got... oh shit. It's a bag of flocking. This is gonna make a righteous fucking mess. Yeah, that's gonna make a giant mess. And then we've got some snow. I think this is supposed to be snow. Yeah, this is snow. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, see, it's kind of like salt. It's weird. This bag is cold to the touch. I wonder what this is. But yeah, little bag of cocaine. Thank you from Army Painter. It's nice. Oh, and then we got some little grass tufts. You can never have enough grass tufts. Let's see what we got here. Full range. My parents actually sent me the paint range for the Army Painter stuff before. During COVID, they sent me this giant fucking box of paints, and I'm still using it like 2 years later. Like, it was really nice. Alright, more basing stuff. I always use Army Painter tufts. It's just like a what's in the range kind of thing. So yeah, like I have a whole pile of tufts off to my right that I use from Army Painter for like all my bases. Alright, and then we have the paint guide. Step 3, dip. Jesus, that's terrifying. The idea of dipping your model in paint. Even if it's like a lacquer, like wash, like, fuck off, man. No. I hope people don't dip their models. I mean, you know what? If dipping your models is what you want to do and it works for you, fucking go for it, bro. But, that scares the living shit out of me. So... this is actually a nice illustration here. It shows you the difference of soft tone, strong tone, and dark tone. That's really nice. Dip, shake, drying. Ah! Oh, that's terrifying. Basing is the final touch. The final touch is you should have filled that gap, motherfuckers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure this is the same little book they gave you when you get the whole set of paints. So, all right. And now, I did get a couple other things. Shall have him out because I fucking love that kit. I do not remember what shelf he's on. He's on one of my shelves. But yeah, so there's actually 2 ways to build that kit. There's like a pre Xeon stealing it way, and then there's like a post Xeon stealing it way. So I actually built it the pre way before, so I'll build it the post way now. Really cool kit. It was like my favorite kit of like 2018. Maybe 2017? I don't know. The years, they don't make any fucking sense anymore. But I left him downstairs because I just didn't have a hand to carry him up as well. Because I had a giant pterodactyl to carry up. So, alright. Let's break out some Malifaux. Oh. Malifaux time! Alright. Let's look through like half of these, and then we'll do the book, and then we'll do like the other half of them. Alright, so we'll do this one first. This is Primal Fury for the keyword Chimera. You basically get like Davy Crockett and then a bunch of like crazy animals. So it's pretty cool. It's very nice to get Malifaux stuff for Christmas because it's a thing that does not get sold really out here in Hawaii. So that's super cool. Because I pretty much have to buy it on Amazon if I want it. So it works very well as a gift because of that, because it's very nice. So like when I went back to Maryland, I actually hit up one of the stores that actually sold it there. And this little raccoon hat. That's adorable. Anyway, Malifaux's cool. In the new year, I'm super looking forward to getting it painted. I actually finished my first Malifaux model recently. So there he is. This is the one my husband sent me. There he is right there. My like evil teddy bear. And then there's the basic thing we did on the stream. Not perfect, but I'll get it better on the next one. But it's way better than having the stupid divot. I'm not a fan of the divot. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, we got a big ol' monkey ass. That's a big ol' monkey ass. So this looks like Cujo or Koju. Something like that. He's the like big gorilla. We have parts of what looks like a giant 3-headed kitty cat. That's really cool. Giant 3-headed kitty cat. And then we have Davy Crockett. I think his name is actually Paul Crockett, but let's be real, he's Davy fucking Crockett. And then we have another big kitty cat. So I like that both the kitty cats are like different poses and clearly different kinds. Like see, like this one has a bunch of fur texture on it. This one doesn't. This one's got like a big mane, and that one doesn't. I think that's cool. I like that a lot. So it means that like all the monsters are going to look really unique. So that's cool. Excuse me. We've got our big stupid lipped bases. They're stupid and lipped. I hate these bases. But we can put floor on them and that's cool. So that will solve that like we did on stream for the teddy bear. So I have another one of these like Immortal Chimera like support boxes behind me. Okay, I'm assuming that's just some kind of spam. And it is a bunch of like Japanese mythological creatures. So you get 3 sets of Tengu and Kamaitachi. The Kamaitachi is a like weasel of the like razor wind or something. It's basically, my understanding is it's basically like a trickster otter, which was one of the reasons I really wanted this set. Because that's how I'm going to paint mine. Although they painted theirs like a snow leopard for some reason. Mine's going to get painted up like an otter. And he is very small. Holy shit. Gonna need to break out the goggles on that one. That is a small magical otter. Wow, okay. And then we have our Tengu. There is a ton of detail in there. I like the one that's just like dun, 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 dun. Yes, yeah, he's just like, I'm a tough guy. That's pretty cool. I like that. There we go. So they're going to be a bitch to build. Look at this, look how fucking tiny that is. Jesus. They're going to be an absolute bitch to build. But it's okay. Alright. So, we got the Tengu. There he is, looking buff. Shouting. He can devour souls, apparently. There's his attacks. That one looks kind of slutty. It's like showing you its ass for some reason. Weird, slutty bird monster. And that one's got a club. They can also apparently fly. And then we have the Kamitachi. He has the Wonder Weasel ability. I'm going to say that Wonder Weasel is better than Natural Musk. That is awesome. 10 out of 10. I support the Wonder Weasel. And that's his attacks. So he's pretty awesome. He is a Wonder Weasel. Alright, now we'll check out the book. And we will... The other two boxes are a little bigger too. So. Alright. So this is the Malifaux Neverborn book. What is this? So, all of the Malifaux rules are free online. There's not a thing where you have to buy a rule book. There's nothing like that. So all of the rules are totally 100% free online. You just download the Malifaux 3rd edition app, and it's all you need to play with any models you own. It is awesome, super consumer friendly, and just like the way that rules should be done. These have some rules in them, but that's not the intent. These are books about one of the factions. They have one of these for every faction. So there's one for like 10 Thunders and stuff like that. These are primarily like celebrations of the faction. So they are filled with lore. They are filled with a bunch of really nice art. They're filled with little stories about the faction. So this whole front section here is just a little story. It's like a 10-page short story about these like magical musician people. And it's sort of like a celebration of the faction. It's really fun. Here's another short story, right? Like these books are intended to be like, there's a lady that's like high on PCP and becoming a furry, apparently. Which, I mean, is fair, right? That's what you want to be doing. That's a good weekend right there. But yeah, they're like these. They're like a faction celebration. And there's the Queen of the Fairies, being creepy as fuck. That's just a cool thing. And there's Big Titty Goth Girlfriend. But yeah, so these are all just like stories, essentially, right? Stories and art about the factions. And there's a bunch of these. That's a fucking cool creature. That's really cool. And there's Nakima versus, I think... Oh, he has a Greek name. I cannot remember it. I'm really having trouble remembering shit today. And we get into... and then from there we get into bios for all of the cards. And I want to be the Fairy Queen. I don't. It looks like her eye... She doesn't have eyes and they just bleed blood. So I don't think I want to be the Fairy Queen. This guy looks much happier. I'd much rather be this guy. So each one of these is like a big bio for what that card is, and then the stats on the card. So technically, you can use this rulebook to play out of, but like that's not really the intent. That guy looks like fucking Vega. That's cool as shit. And there's a lady with her skin peeled off. I like that she kept the skin on her face and titties, though. I mean, you know, priorities, right? There's a horrifying child, and then a child just being really fucking scared. Yeah. There's the queen. So yeah, so it's lots of stuff, lots of nice art, and there's rules for all. That's a cool model. I wonder where you get that one. The Black Blood Shaman. That's creepy. She's shoving nails into a heart that she pulled out of some dude. Spooky. Okay. There's an angry doggo. There's the Dreamer. I've got him. Gotta finish painting him. And Lord Chompy Bits. And the spooky spider lady. But yeah, so it just sort of walks through all of the... That's a cool piece of art. That's a cool piece of art. So it just sort of walks through... Euripides, that's his name. Euripides, Eumenides. Yeah, there he is. So yeah, just cool stuff. So a little story for each card. That's cool. It's like a Swamp Thing creature. Wow, that's like Puppy Monkey Baby from fucking Mountain Dew. That's horrifying. Not a big fan of the Puppy Monkey Baby. I really like the horror aspect of this game. It's a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. It's cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to getting to play it. Hooded Rider. What's your name? Angel Eyes. Suddenly Samurai Robot. Geisha. Spider. And these are there. This is like the universal upgrade cards Who is the Pumpkinhead? I'm going to tell you who the Pumpkinhead is. I remember seeing him. Where was he? He's not that far back. Fuck. There he is. He is called the Carver. So yeah, he's like some kind of like brought to life scarecrow, it looks like. So yeah, that's who the Pumpkinhead is. So yeah, so it's really cool. Their books are a lot of fun. Honestly, they're more fun than a codex. I do like the codexes, but like the fact that like you don't have to buy this for rules and you just buy it because you want to like read the stories and read the lore and stuff, that resonates with me way more than a codex does, where you have to buy it to have the rules, and then there's going to be an FAQ, and now it's already outdated. So why the fuck did you buy it? The rules should just be online for free, like they are in Malifaux. So, yeah, so really cool. Super, super cool book. I'm looking forward to reading through it. They do one of those for each faction. And that's the one for the Neverborn. Alright, so let's get back to some models. Alright, so this is the High Society for the Red Chapel keyword. Who's Red Chapel? Red Chapel is a Irish necromancer, Jack the Ripper, basically. He's called the Red Chapel Killer. He's a serial killer in Malifaux who resurrects his victims. I have him behind me. He's one of the factions I have, so this is an expansion for a faction I have, which is very nice. So I'll be able to add these people. These are just like other victims of his that have been res. So like to fill out, normally what you do is you buy a core box and you buy support boxes to sort of like fill out that faction. So these are guys sort of to fill out his faction so he has a full team. So he's got a bunch of like dandies, and he's got a bunch of like showgirls, and then some kind of like blood wraith. I don't know anything about her though. Insult. Oh. Looks like we dropped. And we are... They think like the fancy hats and stuff are really important. So I like that concept. That they're like, they don't really understand stuff, they're just kind of imitating. I think that's really cool. So in this one, this is for Suey and Pig. So the two keywords you can use. You get Old Major, a bunch of wild boars. You get his dog there, Penelope. And then you get the one-legged goblin guy who's your like leader. So this is your leader, that's his totem, this is his bodyguard, these are his troops. Which is pretty cool. Just terrifying pigs and redneck goblins. So some of them's going to be pretty big, because these bases are pretty big. And they all come on one big runner, all separated out. So we've got 3 piggies. 1, 2, 3. One's porridge is no, that's bears. I guess one's house is made of sticks. One's house is made of stones. I don't really remember the little big bad wolf. But yeah, anyway, and then we have Ulix Turner himself. He's got like a bag over his shoulder, and he's got a bow like strung around him, like he's ready to like pull it off and shoot it. And then we've got Old Major here, which is his big pig. His like big like battle sow. There's his head with his Abraham Lincoln beard and hat. And then we've got his doggo right here, Penelope. One of the things I really like about Malifaux, and you've probably seen it in all of these things, is that the runners are broken out, right? Like, this is Ulix Turner. This is all of the werebores. This is Old Major. This is Penelope. They're all really snipped out. So, like, if you only have a couple minutes and you just want to build, like, one model, you can just be like, click, and then put the rest of it back in the box. I like that a lot. That's really nice. Super, super nice. Alright, let's check out their cards. They probably have... Oh, weird. This one is not in the openable baggie. There we go. Alright, we got Old Major. She is the henchman, so she's like his big model that he takes with him. She can go hog wild, which will be really fun. Which will be very, very fun. So yeah. And then we'll pull Big Dragon up. End the video. Big Dragon. I'm quite excited to build him. But yeah, lots of awesome stuff. Ton of cool Malifaux stuff. I got really cool big Hexagear dinosaur thing, which is awesome. Yeah, just really fun. Gonna have a lot of fun going through that book. I got some basing stuff that is gonna make a giant fucking mess in my craft room, but it's cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna call it there and try to go find me some lunch to scrounge up. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good holiday and keeps on keeping on.